Welcome to my yoga practice I created in honor of the United States' Pluto return, which is happening February 22nd, 2022. This yoga practice theme is called Rebirth. Begin by drawing the breath deep into the body, letting the belly expand, grounding that light and breath down to the very center of the earth. Visualizing light moving up the spine all the way to the crown on the inhale. Exhaling, sending that light down to the center of the earth. You can set your intentions for this practice, for yourself, for our world at this time. As you're ready, find your way into child's pose. Taking a few breaths here, lengthen the spine by walking the hands forward, finding your edge. Press the forehead into the ground, feeling a clearing of the third eye and the crown of the head. Surrendering, bowing to the sacred within yourself and the world. When you're ready, walk it over to the right side to get a nice stretch in the left side body. And when you're ready, take it over to the other side. Find your way back to center, crawl those fingers far away, come onto the fingertips, press into the fingertips and release in the back of your heart as you press the forehead into the ground. On an inhale, slide those hands back. Find your way into a tabletop pose. Now let's do some cat-cows. Inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding, flowing with your breath back and forth between the extremes of your spine, linking the breath to the movements. When you're ready, walk those hands out. Start to extend it, inhaling to up dog. Keeping the knees on the ground, tuck the toes. Exhaling to modified child's pose. Extending that flow. And take it to your down dog. Walk it out. Shake the head. As you're ready, walk those hands back to your feet. And just finding some movement here. Bobbing to the right and the left. Shake the head yes and no. And coming into ragdoll, fold the hands into the elbows. Let that upper body hang. Inviting lots of light to flow up the spine. And releasing burdens, stress, anxiety from the head, dump it down into the earth for recycling. When you're ready, crawl back out to your downward facing dog. Keep lifting in the hips, letting the head hang here. Inhale, roll out to your high plank. Making sure your hands are under your shoulders, feet in line with the hips, lift back up, down dog. On an inhale, right leg lifts, bend the knee, stack the hip. You can turn that foot in circles or pulse it. Extend. Find your way to fallen star. Maybe let the head hang. Inhale. Three-legged dog, exhale. Step it forward, find lizard pose. Lengthening the spine here. Maybe rolling on the side of that front foot. Finding some movement. Lengthening the inhale and exhale. Walk it down to your edge. Hang the head. When you're ready, walk your hands back. Find a nice, gentle half splits hamstring stretch. Lining up your foot with your hip. Maybe make some movement in the foot. Option to put blocks underneath your hands to give yourself a little more support if needed here. Walk it out. Find lunge. Strong back leg, gaze forward. Step it back. Down dog. Inhale, roll it out, high plank. Maybe take knees, chest in, chin down, awkward inchworm, elbows in tight. Inhale to an open heart. And exhale back to down dog. Left side, when you're ready, bend the knee, stack the hip. Maybe move that foot in circles or pulse it. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to navel, fallen star. You can always modify fallen star by taking your knee to the ground. Inhale, step it back, three-legged dog. Left side, step it forward, find lizard. Easing into the hips. Long exhales. As you're ready, walk it back, half splits. On an inhale, find your way to lunge. Feel that strong line from your back heel to the crown of the head, pressing into the back toes, lengthening the spine, opening the heart. Exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, high plank. You can take it down, knees, chest, and chin, or maybe bend the elbows to the rib cage, find a chaturanga. Just play, moving from chaturanga to up dog, if you like. And when you're ready, back to downward facing dog. When you're ready, let's step the right knee to the right wrist and work the ankle to the left wrist, finding your way into seated pigeon. Lengthen the spine first and find your way all the way down. Head to the ground, long exhales. As you're ready, walk it on up and play, grounding the sit bones first. Swing the back leg around and find your way into fire log, stacking the shins on top of each other. If that doesn't feel good, you can keep that bottom leg straight. Inhale, open the heart, just draw that energy up, extend. And whatever leg is on top, you're gonna take that arm and put it on bottom. Hug, hook, or bind. Lift and lengthen, maybe adding a sway, inviting that energy from the earth to move up the spine. Exhale, draw down, tuck the chin, round it out, let go of burdens in the back, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, walk it out. Find a nice forward fold. rise up. Lengthen the spine, open the heart, maybe feet in line with the hips. Maybe lift those hips up in a reverse table and let the head go. When you're ready, tuck the chin, come on down. Sweep the other knee up and around, finding pigeon pose, second side. Lengthen the spine on an inhale. Exhale, walk it out. Long exhales here. The left side can hold a lot of emotion, so we're being with what is and letting go what no longer serves. When you're ready, rise up. Draw that back leg up and around, finding fire log or modified fire log, second side. Inhale, open heart, exhale. Opposite arm goes under. Hug, hook, or bind, lift and lengthen. Maybe adding that sway, inviting energy to move up the spine from the earth. Exhale, draw it down, tuck the chin. Let go of burdens in the back, neck, and shoulders. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up, find your way. Modified reverse table, or modified reverse plank, or lift those hips, reverse plank. Make sure your fingers are facing forward, meaning towards your feet. Exhale, slowly come on down, find your way into a wide-legged seated position. Lengthen the spine here, maybe extend those arms, find a little movement. And on an exhale, gently finding your edge, getting curious about it, slowly moving towards it. Using the breath to deepen the edge. Keep the feet flexed here. And maybe start to release the head all the way down to the ground. See what feels good with the hands, maybe reaching for the toes or extending those arms in front. You can also place sliding your hands underneath your calves. On an inhale, walk it back up. Bend those knees. Reach with the peace fingers for the toes. And play with a little bit of balance here. Maybe keeping those knees bent, maybe playing extending one leg at a time. Maybe both legs at the same time, working towards an open heart. Check behind you, make sure there's nothing there. For this next part, we're going to roll on back a few times, giving the back body a nice massage here, doing a few somersaults. Not full somersaults, just a little back roll. When you're ready, find your way to bridge pose, feet in line with the hips, palms face down. Lift those hips as you're ready and keep your glutes soft. When you're ready, hug those knees to the chest, arms come into a T. And find your way to supine twist. Check to see the knees are in line with the hips, feet in line with the knees, and gaze in the opposite direction of the legs. When you're ready, switch it up, other side. You can always modify bringing that hand to your hip instead, letting the shoulder relax into the ground if this is painful at all in the shoulder. And when you're ready, maybe a happy baby. Recline butterfly pose, melting the shoulders down into the earth. And then finding your way into Shavasana, extending the legs. Or if you have blocks, go ahead and stack them as shown here. You can use a bolster and come into recline butterfly pose here. And just tucking those shoulder blades together, melting into the bolster, maybe palms face up, letting the shoulders melt down into that support. Tuning into gravity itself as the force of love, tuning into the earth element. May all that is earth within us come into balance today. Tuning into our breath and the air element. May all that is air within us come into balance today. Tuning into the heat and the fire within us, within our hearts. May the fire within us come into balance today. Tuning into the waters of our mouth, our digestive waters, the waters from which we're born. May we come into balance with the water today. And as you're ready, maybe draw those knees together if you're in a reclined butterfly. Giving the hips a counter pose for the open hips. You can always stay in Shavasana as long as you like. As you're ready, find your way back to a comfortable seated position, returning to your intentions and awareness of the heart. Sealing the practice by touching your third eye. And back to the heart. May all beings everywhere and every place this day be happy and free. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.